Yeah. Yeah, basically it's the new class, the new chapter, new batch, and everything is new and fresh, right? And of course, in the beginning of any of the chapter, I'll give the complete roadmap of the complete chapter, what exactly is there in the chapter, right? And nowadays, the whole, coaching preparation and all, it's all about the moment of the online and all. A lot of people turn into the online and a lot of people, like to see through online, right? But otherwise, I would say, ultimately, the biggest solution is possible through only offline. With a lot of patience, lot of, time spending, sense. So all these are required. So without this, I think the sustainability of the offline is not possible, right? But yes, another point is that nowadays it's all about the story of the reels. What is the life of the reel? So hardly, I think, 90 seconds or something like that, maximum life. So in every 90 seconds after, the people look at the word to get the new thing, the new, thing to see, the new idea to see, the, new thought to see, right? That's the case, basically. राहुल मेरे को ये पूरा देखना है, देख नहीं रहा ना, थोड़ा छोटा तो करो. Yeah, बस इतना. Yeah. So that's the case. But please, my humble suggestion to anyone, it's a fact that now everyone will have everything basically in a hands and seconds, right? That's what the fact. But how many people will able to implement and will able to do something promptly to crack the exam? So that's very less. So that's where I would like to say, this is the time for any aspirant, to stand thoroughly to crack the exam. It's about, truth. But everyone wants to see very quickly. Very quickly is not possible. It's all about the, it's the story of the UPSC exam. There are a lot of people who are very intelligent, who can feel that I'm the good student from the, class 10th like this, class 2 like this, graduation like this. But UPSC is altogether is a different story. So you will not, see any course in the UPSC in the time of the preparation. You will come to the coaching centers only, that's okay. But, there are a lot of, process problem is there. Because in general studies, you have to study a lot of topics along with the option like mathematics, right? So that's where unsustainability. And every good student also will frustrate. And in every week, in every month, or something like that. So that's where somewhere teachers will help you. And but every teacher also will have some limitations. So so the students who are Gen Z, they won't listen anybody. They thought always in their own way, right? So my, I'll start the content basically. I'll start give the, the background sense of the topic. Yeah, I'll tell, some things like this later on, right? No worries. And yeah, I thought of, of beginning the numerical analysis in this slot. Numerical analysis in this slot, no worry. But along with the numerical analysis, we will see about the word computer programming, elementary computer programming, okay, ECP. Yeah, that's not the computer programming basically, that is about elementary mathematics in reality. So otherwise, yeah, a lot of people, they feel that it's a computer. I didn't study the computer science. It's not that. Even you are not studied also, learning the computer programming is easy, right? That's okay. Well, see, this numerical analysis, these numerical methods have been introduced because of what? Where we cannot able to find exact solution. Where we are unable to crack the word exact solution basically. That's where we introduce what? The numerical methods. Just like I tell you, I may not ask you a question from you. Integration. Some x equal a to b e power minus x square dx. Do you find the integration of this integrand? You can't find exactly. When you can't find exactly this integration, there we can apply numerical methods to get the solution of this integration approximately. That's what the case you can look at. That, you know, the numerical method we not only apply in finding the integrations, we can apply in many of the areas. Just like, I'll tell you, I'll give you an idea. Okay. One area is that I can have a polynomials, or I can have the word rational functions or polynomial functions. I can go for the word rational functions, right? And I can go for the word some transcendental functions, right? Or equations, whatever you can say. Functions or equations. Okay. Equations. Okay. So I just tell you here, if I'll write regarding this, okay. ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. It is a polynomial equation. It's a quadratic equation. It must have a roots. You can find the word exact roots. Will you not able to find exact roots? Yeah, you can find. We will able to find exact roots. Please, the guys who are on the online YouTube, be careful and stay with this class. So otherwise, you are also one of the real person. So a lot of impatient people are the real people, right? In every 30 seconds or else 90 seconds, people want to expect something new. Something is new. But that new is not possible. Ultimately, it's your career. You must be strict at your end. Okay. We will able to find word exact roots, right? That's not an issue. We can able to find exact roots with the name of what? Polynomials. With the name of what? Polynomials, right? And here something like called rational functions. What are the rational functions? P of x by some q of x. P of x also polynomial, q of x also polynomial, right? So for that also you may have word, for example, you know, some x square plus 1 by x, something like that I can say, or else, and x square plus 2 I can say. It may have the word roots, right? By writing word x is equal to, those roots may be imaginary also, real also. Better I can go for to write about the word real roots, because we are not going to discuss here imaginary roots, right? And here if I talk about, for example, my curve may be word, the curve equation may be with word e power x, maybe log x, base 10, maybe what sin x, maybe what under root of x, maybe what some plus c is equal to 0. The curve which is involving with word exponential and logarithm and sine and under root sine kind of, you know, terms. Such a curve is known as what? Transcendental curve. But in reality, for this kind of transcendental curve, we can't able to find exact roots. we cannot able to find exact roots. I hope you understand. Okay. राहुल को भी बुलाओ यहाँ पे, बुलाइए इधर. Yeah, we cannot able to find exact roots over here. Wherever you can't able to find exact roots, there you can introduce word numerical methods, and which can give us what? Approximately. Which can give us what? Approximate roots. That's it. But in the case of the approximate roots, error takes place. But we never allow the word. Error must be what? Larger and larger. Error must be what? However small. That error must be what? A relative form of the error. Not the what? Chopping form of the error. That's what you have to understand so well. So that means that it is one of the area we can apply the numerical methods. No. It means that I would like to say, yeah, it's okay. I'll say the areas first. Second area would be that I think everybody knows matrices. I hope you understand. Everybody knows about the matrices. Through matrices, you can find the solutions of the system of linear equations. Solution of the system of linear equations. Solution of system of linear equations. Okay. Solution of system of linear equations. You understand? But what are those system of linear equations? Linear means that the unknown power must be what? 1. If unknown power more than 1, you can't say that's a linear. Oh well. Right. I'll be just writing here a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equal to some d1. a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equal to some d2. a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to what? d3. There are how many equations you found over here? There are 3 equations you found. But these 3 system of linear equations with how many unknowns you tell me here? 3 unknowns. These 3 system of linear equations, be careful in mind here, right? You can write through what? Matrices. I just wanted to find the what? The values of x, y, z. The values of x, y, z. So I can put one equation to the another equation. I can easily extract the word, the values of x, y, z. But the problem is not this. My problem is that when I have a more number of equations and more unknowns, when I have a more number of equations and more unknowns, then what do? The capacity of the human mentalities are less. That's what where you can introduce word? Matrix method. What is that matrix method you would like to write here? You just tell me a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3. Okay, man. That into word x, y, z, that is equal to word d1, d2, d3. That's okay. Well, now you can see that this into the matrix structure, I would like to say this is equal to ax into word ax is equal to b. That would be matrix equation, I would say, and where you can say that a is equal to, what do you like to write here? a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3. Okay, your x is equal to word x, y, z, and b is equal to word d1, d2, d3. That's it. Yeah, you all understand this. Now, what is this matrix of order here? 3 by 3. It is a column variable matrix 3 by 1. It is a column constant matrix 3 by 1. Okay, well. But I told you that when I have more equations, if I have 50 equations, 50 unknowns, unknowns, or else 100 equations, 100 unknowns, then I'll get what? 50 by 50 order. Right. 50 by 50, that's okay. But those 50 equations with the 50 unknowns, I can't able to solve manually by putting one equation to the another equation. So somewhere my matrix method will help me out to know the values of unknowns. That's okay. To know the values of the unknowns, that's okay. But the point is that, what are those matrix methods I would like to see? I can't express those matrix methods at this moment. Later on I can express them. I'm just putting in the areas. But see, in the matrix you can have exact methods also to give the exact solutions. But sometimes matrix methods may not give the exact solution also. But when do we not get the exact solution through matrix methods? For example, if there is a matrix is a 50 by 50 order, okay, the lot of zeros, 1, 2, 0, so on 0, and 0, 1, 0, so on 1, and so on. If a matrix involves the more and more zeros, then my exact method sometimes unfit also. And such a matrices will be known as what? Sparse matrices. Kya naam bola? Sparse matrices. In the case of these sparse matrices, you can't able to crack the word. The exact solution you can crack only word, approximate from the solution. That means that I am saying that, of course, these matrix tables can be used for the word cricket, score announcement, cricket, the score display and all. That's what I'm saying. That's a different case. Nowadays, there are a lot of AI tools also used with this matrix methods and all. Right. क्या हो गया? एक बच्चे का नाम है सर, आपको सुन के गर्मी आ जाती. गर्मी क्यों आता है आपको? ठीक है, ठंडी में बैठो ना आप. कहाँ बैठे? पहाड़ में बैठे क्या? ठीक है. Yeah, it's okay. So please, I've been raised, there are two areas which we can apply the numerical methods. One area was that transcendental curves. Another area would be what? When the system of linear equation, when you want to solve, when you are not able to find exact solution, there you can create a matrix system, and that in that matrix system, and if a matrix can involve with a lot of zeros, such a matrices are known as what? Sparse matrices. Naam bola maine. In the case of the sparse matrices, you can apply the word numerical methods. That's it. It's one of the second area. Third area would be men. See, everybody knows, there is a population data. Just I'll take an example of the word data. The data related to the population data, data related to the anything else, right? Marks data, whatever the data. Just we consider the case about population data. Generally, the population data will be given to us that of year. What is that year, man? 1980, 1985, okay? And 1990, and then what do you say? 1995, 2000. For example, you assume this is the data. Then, so data will be given to us. Tick, 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 and tick. It is dash. So that means that wherever you have a right ticks, your data is provided. Wherever you have a dash, the data is not available. Right. So what do we do here? Then, there are some years, there are some, 5 years gap, right? 5 years plan data. Abhi to kya ho gaya? It is a 5 years plan or it's a Niti Ayog? Yes, Niti Ayog. Right. And if you consider the case with the word 5 years data, 5 years gap of the data, right? So it is not provided. Then how do you find this data? Do you want to go to the field to collect the data? No, you can't go to the field to collect the data. You will start guess the data from where? By the observing the what? The data which was provided, the data which is available to us. Okay. The data which is available to us. So whenever you start guess it, error takes place. But I told that I never go for the word abrupt kind of error. I never go for the word, very large form of the error. I'll always go for the word small form of the error. That is called a relative form of the error, right? Round of error, not the chopping form of the error. Round of means that we'll always consider the next digit. We never consider the word directly of that particular digit itself. In the case of the chopping is what? That particular digit itself, there we can cut it down. That's what I'll say about that also. No worry about that. Yeah. So that's what the case, what I'm trying to say. Well, so I've been just taken out. This is a population data related. That's what I just told. But this population data may be with the word equal space. With the equal space. What is equal space here? 5 years gap of the data. But no, sometimes my data may be with what? Unequal space also. Unequal space of intervals also. In that case also we can apply these numerical methods. But ultimately we can find the word, the data is approximately based upon the word, some, given data, based upon the word available data. That's what I'm trying to say. In generally, the population data is collected by, is collected by teachers. बट आजकल टीचर्स क्या करते हैं? एक गली में बहुत अच्छे से देखते हैं, वो दूसरा गली में जाते ही नहीं है, वो गेस माला इतना है ना, इतना कर रहे थे ऐसे करके. आजकल तो पॉपुलेशन डेटा कलेक्ट तो कर रहा था, राइट? कास्ट वाइज भी है, इज इट राइट? शायद इम्प्लीमेंटेशन नहीं हुआ है, राइट? हुआ है क्या? अच्छा, ग्रेट. एंड दैट्स व्हाट द केस. वेल, sometimes error occurs within the data itself, within the collection of the data itself. But sometimes the error is not available in the collected data, but somewhere the data which is not available, if you want to guess based on that, then in later stage you can get into what? Error, right? In the later stage you can get into the what? Error. So that means that there is one of the area is a third area. I told that the data related. The data with the word equal space, or else the data may be with what? Unequal space, right? Then I go for the word some fifth area. Finding the integration. Finding the integration is nothing but sometimes finding the area under the curve. Finding the area under the word bounded curve or bounded region, just like I would like to say, x-axis, y-axis, the closed interval a comma b. Okay, this is a curve. What you may have? Y equal to fx, and this is a thing, and down to this curve c you can have the word bounded region. So this region is bounded by what? X-axis from a to b, and two ordinates lines parallel to what? Y-axis, and this curve also. I can easily find this area by finding what? Integration x equal what? A to b f of x dx. What is the symbol of the integration? The area comes by what? You can divide this into what? Small parts, right? You can find those small parts areas, and you can sum all the areas, right? Sum of all the small part areas is nothing but total area. That's what I can say. But sum starts from where? Basically s. When you extend the s, it becomes what? Symbol of the integration. Then integration of this integrand f of x, the limits from x equal to a to b, gives me what? Area of this bounded region. That's okay. I'll get the area of the bounded region. That's okay. The problem arises that my region, if it's like this, it's okay for me. I can easily find the exact value of the area by using this integration. Sometimes what occurs, integration x equal to a to b e power minus x square dx. If your integrand is something like called e power minus x square, e power minus x square. In that situation, I can't able to find the word exact area, because I don't have any antiderivative of the word e power minus x square. That's what where you can try and introduce about the word. That's what where you can try and introduce about the word numerical methods. Those numerical methods always give us what? Approximate, not exact, not exact. So that's what the point you all have to remember. Please, I think area number 3, it's a number not 5, it is number 4. Okay. I'll go for the number 5 area. I think you all understanding. Number 5th area. Okay. Solution of word. Solution of ODEs. ODEs. So where do I apply the numerical methods in finding the value of the solution of the ODEs, or in finding the value of some dependent variable y? I'll just pick up here some dy by dx is equal word f of x comma y. Some dy by dx is equal word f of x comma y. Okay. So here I can write one initial condition or initial value, y of x naught is equal word y naught. I'm just putting up y of x naught is equal word y naught, right? But you tell me, I'm not sure about this. I can able to solve this. There are some exact methods we have in a ODE chapter, just like it is a first order and first degree equation. It may be solved by the word variable separable method, or it may be solved by word homogeneous method. If it is not a homogeneous, we convert into the homogeneous. If it is not a variable separable, we can convert back into what? Variable separable. Or if it is not going to solve by these two methods, you can solve by what? Exact methods. If it is not an exact ODE, you can convert back into exact ODE. And you can also solve this by what? Linear method. If it is not a linear, you can convert back into what? The linear. Now, okay, by known methods, you may find y of x is equal to c into some u of x. You may find the general solution. The general solution. It's a number 1, you can say, of 1, right? As okay. You can find like this. I don't know how it comes. What does C stands here? R by constant. When I put your initial condition, after putting initial condition, okay, you will get the word, you will get C value. Finally, you will get word y is equal to some u1 of x is a particular solution. I hope you understand. Particular solution. Okay. Now the point is that Okay, I'm just talking about the solution. In the question, it may be asked us. Find y of some x1. My problem is this. My problem is not this to find. But see, okay, whatever the methods have been spelled them, if they are usable and if they are going to be solve this question or this ODE equation, it's okay. I can, drag my answer up to this. And after that, I'll put in place of x is equal to what? In place of x, I'll put the word x1, I'll get the answer. In place of x, I'll get the word x1, I'll get the answer. My problem is that it can't be solvable. Which can't be solvable. Sometimes these kind of equations in relation to the word physical, representations, physical interpretations. So you can't easily solve by what regular methods. That's what where you can apply what again? Numerical method. But in the case of the numerical methods, you can't find out all these processes. You can directly hit onto what this. You can directly hit onto what? This information only. You are not going to see any more of this solution process. You are not going to learn any more of the ordinary differential equation methods. We directly hit onto what? This to find y of x1 approximately, not exactly. But if I go through by this method, I'll get exact. Alright. So that means that indirectly or directly what I'm putting over here, you are applying the word numerical methods in finding word y of x1 by solving the word given ODE. But what are those numerical methods? I'll tell them later on. Right. So this way, you'll talk, how many areas we have been expressed here? There are 5 areas we have been expressed. I think I'll rewrite those 5 areas here. Okay. Please, ऑनलाइन में जो बच्चा अटेंड किया, कुछ ना कुछ सवाल तो लिखो. मतलब आपका कुछ डाउट है तो भी लिखो, जो भी लिखो. शुरू में ही होता है ना डाउट. Yeah, it's okay. Now I'll be coming back to the contents. That, the purely numerical methods, a numerical analysis. I just told that wherever I've been identified how many areas here? Only 5 areas. We are going to study about the 5 areas, right? Not more than that. And one area we are studying here, which curves I just told, transcendental curves, algebraic curves, rational curves. We don't have an issue with the word. Rational are, polynomial curves, because there you can get the exact roots. Exact roots are nothing but exact solutions of the curve equations, right? When my curves are involved with what transcendental structure, what is the meaning of the transcendental structure here? The curves can get involved with what? This exponential, or else logarithm, or else I would say this under root, right? Sine and cosine and whatever the trigonometric sine functions. And such a curves are known as what? Such a curves are known as a, I would say transcendental curves. Kisne kuch likha? There are so much, difference between college studying with हाँ, कॉलेज स्टडी में इस तरीके से नहीं बोलते. वहाँ पे कुछ अलग है, वहाँ बोलना तरीका अलग है, पढ़ना भी तरीका अलग है. हाँ, it's correct. Yeah, because here you are facing what? Competition exam. Now you are here not to learn from basic also. Though I discuss most of the times basics also, sometimes very slowly, sometimes a bit very speedily also, sometimes in middle way also. So many situations occur, right? Suppose now I am saying it's a very introductory part. I have to cover up the introduction in a way with the connections. So there, here I don't require to solve anything. Things are easily, things looks very easy also. अच्छा भी लगता है, right? But जब solving process आते हैं ना, in reality में लोगों को वहाँ पे दिक्कत आता है. कई बार अपने कंफर्ट में नहीं रहते हैं. कई बार अपने कंफर्ट में नहीं रहते तो क्या होते हैं? परेशान हो जाते हैं. कई बार अच्छा भी लगता है. So that's the case basically. Sudhir, right? Do you recognize me, sir? I can definitely. Call me class के बाद call करो, right? You easily relate all the topics with each other. It's a correct. Yeah. Yeah, come back, please. I told that in a first area, what is the first area I would like to express here? Transcendental curves, where we want to find what? Solution of the curves or roots of the curves, but those roots not very exactly we'll able to find. That's what where we can apply the numerical methods. So see man here, transcendental curves. Chalo bada bada likhe. Transcendental curves. Okay. But to find the transcendental curve roots approximately, what are the numerical methods we can apply? Number one numerical method, bisection method. Bisection method sometimes known as a midpoint method. And this midpoint method can able to correlate one of the statement from the calculus. Only one statement I tell you, not so many. I'll tell you only one statement, not so many. Just be careful here. In the calculus, you might be studied from 12th onwards. From the 12th onwards. Have you remembered that? Will I spell that? If a function f is continuous on the closed interval a comma b, and f of a and f of b are of opposite in signs, then there exists at least one point c which lie between a and b such that f of c equal to 0. It means that I am able to guess a root between what? A and b that I am saying as a c, but that c I can't able to find exactly. I can look at what c I wanted to go to, go to what c in a nearest formation, but I can't able to touch the word basically c. So I hope you all understand what is that statement, what I'm trying to say, right? Even if if you'll ask me, I'll write something so that people can able to correlate. Otherwise, they listen and they won't able to, remember. They might not be remembered also from the, 12th class content. Okay. I'll write up that if f of x is continuous, or else f from, let me define like this fundamentally. What is that? F from the closed interval a comma b to r such that y is equal to word fx for all x belongs to the closed interval a comma b. My mapping was defined from the closed interval a comma b to r. Now I'll be writing that. It's not a Rolle's theorem. So they like a Rolle's theorem. What is Rolle's theorem? Will I spell that? What is Rolle's theorem? Will I spell that? If a function f is continuous on the closed interval a comma b, and f of x is what? Differentiable in the open interval a comma b. Third point is that if a equal to fb, that may be equal to 0. Then there exists at least one point c such that f dash of c equal to 0. Such that f dash of c equal to 0. Okay? Yeah? Yeah, you see the statement what I'll be trying to write, man. Number one, f of x, the curve f of x is a continuous on the closed interval a comma b. Number 2 point, f of a and f of b are of opposite signs, right? That is f of a less than 0 and f of b may be greater than 0, or f of a greater than 0 and f of b less than 0, right? Anything may occur, any of the case may occur. Then I'm saying that, I'm spelling that there exists at least one point C which lie between word and B such that f of c is equal to what? 0. F of c is equal to what? 0. This statement sometimes known as opposite signs theorem or else intermediate value theorem. But by this theorem, by this statement, you understand that at least my curve crosses the x-axis at least once. It may cross the word curve, and the curve may cross the x-axis maybe 1 time, maybe 3 times, maybe 5 times, not the even times. Right? If I have the curve crosses the x-axis even times, I don't get the word opposite in signs. I can get the word same signs, either positive or negative. That's what the situation. You can see, man, here. I'll write as a sample x-axis, y-axis, okay, y-axis. My curve would be word like this: y equal to f of x, y equal to f of x. You tell me that, at this situation, the curve is being crossed. X-axis how many times? Only 1 time. At which point here? C comma 0. X coordinate is with the value, y coordinate with the 0. Right. What is here? A comma f of a. This is what? What is this height here? F of a. This height must be what? Less than 0. Okay. Next point. I'll be saying, man, it is b comma f of b, and this height would be about f of b. It is greater than what? 0. Now you tell me, have you satisfied your rules of this statement? Yes. Rules of the statement would be that the curve is continuous in the closed interval a comma b, and f of a and f of b are up with what? Opposite in signs. If that is the case, then there exists at least one point C lies between what? F of c is equal to what? 0. Array, my y value is 0, man. My f of c would be what? 0. Like that. I hope. There is a confirmation of the root where it lies between what? A and b. Okay. The same way, I can look at the word. My curve may be with word. I can say, yeah, like this also. It's a concave upward also, maybe downward also. Maybe my curve would be word like x-axis, y-axis, the closed interval a comma b. I would like to write like this also. How many times it is getting crossed? 1, 2, 3 times. The curve crosses the, x-axis. Confirmation will come when I have word opposite in a signs. If I don't have opposite in signs, I can't guarantee. If I don't have the opposite in signs, I can't guarantee my curve crosses the x-axis. I hope you understand. What are the heights of the curve? You tell me here. It is f of a, it is a f of b. But my signs of f of a and f of b are the same. But it's not going to be give me an opportunity to confirm the word curve crosses the x-axis. If curve doesn't cross the x-axis, I can't guarantee I have a root between what a and b. So this way, when you have an opposite in signs for f of a and f of b, there is an assurance of what your curve has been crossed x-axis, where you can have the word at least one root for the given curve. I hope you understand. Just for the idea, I said it, nothing else. Okay? Yeah. See, that statement we can use in what? Bisection method. Number 2 method is that, have you remembered? Anybody remembered from the graduation things? Might be. The next method is that regular falsy method. Regular falsy. It's not false, it's regular falsy method. Number 3 is what? Newton-Raphson method. Right. Out of these 3 methods, very fastest method would be what? Newton-Raphson. Bit slow, regular falsy. Very slow, bisection method. Apart from this, there is a non-syllabus method would be that, secant method. क्या नाम है? Secant method. चलो short. Secant method. There is a secant method. Okay. That's not mentioned in the syllabus. Otherwise, first three methods are from syllabus. Are from syllabus. Okay, well. More or less, second and third will come in exam. More or less, most of the times only third will come in exam. Right? Well. Please, from the transcendental curves, we have to study only about three methods, right? And all these three are dependent on what? That opposite in the science. More or less, third is not. Third is related to the tangent. A line touches the word curve. The line touches the curve at only one point. Such a line is known as what? Tangential line. What is second area I told, man, with all of you? It is the first area. Then I'll go for the word second area. System of linear equations I told, is it not? System of linear equations. Okay. Will I write here? I think I'll write here. Second method. System of linear equations. Okay. But in this system of linear equations, you have the word exact methods also. Exact methods, or else direct methods. That is the right word to say. Direct methods. Direct methods. And then what? Indirect methods. In the case of the indirect methods, you will not get a solution would be what? Exactly. You will get the solution would be in what? Approximately. What are my exact methods? And what are the things to be covered in the exact methods? In exact methods, you cover the word. I would say you might be heard about the word Gauss elimination method. Otherwise, I can say Cramer rule, inversion rule. This that I can say. No, we are not studying about them, but I'll introduce them also. Cramer rule and inversion rule. But otherwise, we study about the word Gauss elimination method. GEM. This is Gauss-Jordan method. Gauss-Jordan method. Okay. These are direct methods. Only we study these two, nothing else. Even by using these two, we can solve the system of equations also. We'll get exact solution. By using this inversion of the matrix also, we can find. Okay. Next, man. Indirect methods. What are my indirect methods? They are the numerical methods. They are the iterative methods. They will not give me what exact solution to the system of linear equations. That's what I'm saying. So one method would be what? Gauss-Jacobi method. I hope you all agree, understand well. There is a very interesting and important method is that Gauss-Seidel method. Gauss-Seidel method. Method. 100% important. More or less every time this Gauss-Seidel only come in exam. Few times this Gauss-Jordan Gauss elimination, this, that. They are exact methods. We study only 4 methods. This Jacobi is a part of this Gauss-Jordan. Sorry, Gauss-Seidel. Okay, I hope you understand. Where we can apply which method? Matrix method. These all methods are known as the matrix methods. Okay, well. Now, next point would be men. What is that area? Next area? Third area. What is the third area I told you? Population data. That, art of reading between the lines. Art of reading between the lines is known as word interpolation. Yeah, correct. Between the lines. Or else I would say, interpolation is nothing but here, finding the missing values within the given data is interpolation. That's the right word. Right? Finding the missing value out of the given data is known as what? Extrapolation. Finding the missing value within the given data is known as a interpolation. Or finding the word missing value out of the given data is known as word extrapolation. Okay? I hope you all understand. But we are studying here only interpolation, not the word extrapolation. Maybe the data was given to me, but that interpolation may be, required to find at the end of the data. That missing value will be, required to find at the end of the data, or that missing value within the given data may be required to find a, beginning of the data also. Remember these 2 words, what I told. So what I'm trying to spell here, regarding which content here? Interpolation. Interpolation. In this interpolation, I just spelled here, finding the missing value in the given data or within the given data is known as interpolation. We are not going to study about extrapolation. But here that missing value may be in the beginning of the table, also the missing value in the end of the table. If you are going to find that missing value in the beginning of the table, you can apply the word Newton forward interpolation formula, or else Newton-Gregory forward interpolation formula, or else next method is that Newton backward interpolation formula. I hope you understand. But these 2 can work for the word. These 2 can work for the word equal space of intervals. I just told that there is a population data of the 1980, 1985. The data with the equal space of intervals or unequal space of intervals? Equal space of intervals. Equal space. This works. This works. For what? Equal space of what? Intervals. Okay. Next is what? In this. There's a method name is called Lagrange interpolation method, or else Newton divided difference method. But that Newton divided difference formula is not in the syllabus, but Lagrange is in the syllabus. Lagrange can work for the word unequal space of intervals. Lagrange interpolation formula. And then what? Newton divided difference formula. It is not in syllabus. Not in syllabus. But otherwise these 2 can work what? Unequal. Work for unequal space of intervals. Okay. This is the thing you all can understand. It's one of the area. But see man, in every place, wherever you can apply the numerical methods, there error takes place. That error must be in a which form here? Relative form. So there it's right. Yeah, relative form of the error we can find. Well, okay. Now you can look at what is the area being covered here? Interpolation area being covered. Only these are the methods which you need to learn here. Another area is what? Fourth. What is it? Fourth area, you tell me here. Numerical integration. Numerical, I'll write here. Is it okay? Numerical integration. Okay. But in the numerical integration, I just gave an example. I can't able to find sometimes integral value. Right? You know, I can't able to find sometimes integration x equal to a to b e power minus x square dx. Finding the integral is known as what? Quadrature. क्या नाम बोला? Quadrature. There is a general quadrature formula also there. There is a Newton-Cotes formula also there. Right. Gauss quadrature formula also there. Newton-Cotes and general quadrature remain same. Quadrature, what is the meaning of the quadrature I just told? Finding the what? Value of the integration is known as what? Quadrature. But I can't find the what exact value to this integration. Okay. So I initially thought of what? To go to know about the word Newton-Cotes formula. Newton-Cotes formula. Or else I would say it is nothing but a general quadrature formula. From this general quadrature formula, you might be heard about this trapezoidal rule. क्या नाम बोला? Trapezoidal rule. You might be heard about what? Simpson's 1/3 rule. 1/3. You might be heard about what? Simpson's 3/8 rule. Isn't it? Along with this, you will go for the word Gauss quadrature. Gauss quadrature formula. Yeah. And this general quadrature formula work for the equal space in which we can learn about the world. These three methods. But in the unequal space of intervals case can be done with what? Gauss quadrature formula. This quadrature is nothing but finding the word. Integration I just told. Finding the word? Integration I just told. Is it not? Yeah. Next point. I think I'll go to the another board. इसका फोटो भेज सकते हैं? इसका फोटो भेजिए. I want this board. एक स्टूडेंट का नाम नीट बिस्कट. अच्छा भेज दिया ना? ठीक. हाँ ठीक इतने. नहीं I just wanted this. Yeah, it's okay. I'll go to the word next contents are over here. Next contents are over here. Numerical analysis plus ECP. Elementary computer programming. What is the next one here? Fifth one. Is that? Fifth one. Is that? ODE. Numerical ODE. ODE. In ODE, what are the methods you can get aware of? Number one, Taylor series. Number two is what? Euler method. Number three is what? Euler modified method, EMM. Number four is what? RK method, Runge-Kutta method. RK method, method of order 1, 2, 3 and what? 4. More or less, most of the times order 4. RK method of order 1 is a Euler method. RK method of order 2 is a Euler modified method. RK method of order 3 and 4 we can't say. Their method names are also there, but they are not mentioned in the syllabus. That's what the case. But otherwise, you know, most of the times, what has been asked here? Archimedes of order 4 can be asked. Otherwise, they can ask directly Euler method or else Euler modified method. So this is basically a pure numerical methods. Hardly how many methods you have in numerical analysis? You might have here, here you can have 3 methods you have to study, not 4 methods. But fourth also we can easily understand. 3 plus, here how many? 4, 5, 6, it's not in syllabus. 6 and then what? And 7, 8, 9, 10, right? And again 11, 12, 13, 14. Hardly 14, 15 methods you have to learn. Nothing else. Most of the times there is a question from the, Newton-Raphson method. Most of the times there is a question from this method, I would say. What is that? Gauss-Seidel method. Most of the times question come from where? Lagrange interpolation. Most of the times question from where? Question come from where? This Simpson 1/3 rule, maybe 3/8 rule. Alright? Or most of the times question come from where? There's the last method is that. What is that? You tell me. Archimedes of order 4. हमको पहले से पता चल रहा है यही ज़ात है. These are easy to grab, right? Okay. Yeah, it's good. So please, I'm not putting you in the invisible. I'm not putting you in the dark. आपको तो पहले से पता चल रहा है, इतना clear है, इतना ही पढ़ना है. So these are the methods which I have to consider. These are the methods have been studied in my graduation, so I can easily handle. So when you already studied in the graduation, it's very obvious for you, for any student, we can easily crack the answers, we can easily practice, or we can easily understand. But आपका sustainability तो चाहिए, लंबे समय बैठ के पढ़ना भी चाहिए, तभी तो बात है. आपको इतना आसान तरीके से यही मेथड्स आने वाला है, ऐसे बता दिया. Yeah, when you solve something, it takes time. Sometimes you'll do answer wrong. Sometimes, this whole of the chapter is based upon word, calculator game. If someone runs a calculator so very well, it's easy for him to do exact answers. Because, like when you purchase your mobile, obviously, no shopkeeper is going to be train you how to run your mobile. You take the mobile, just purchase the mobile from him. Right. So next day or same day you will come to home and you will open your mobile and you will see the guide manual and you start learning all the options. Like the same way you can learn the options about calculator. There is interface. You can put the interface in the calculator. Don't require to retype. It's not required. Just you can create interface and put the figures. You will get the output. Sometimes OD solutions also you can get through calculator, but you don't apply those techniques because already you must in this exam the problem is that I told in the morning class also that in generally how many questions we can get here? 8 questions. Out of the 8, how many to be answered? 5. And 1 and 5 are compulsory. Remaining 3, at least 1 from each section. And after having at least 1 from each section, remaining 1 from anywhere, that's the case. But more or less, first question and fifth question must have the how many bit questions? 5. Remaining question may have 3 bit questions. So in an average, if you can count, 5 questions may have each question may have 4 bits. 5 questions will have 5 into 4 is equal to 20 questions, or 20 bit questions. Okay. But these 20 bit questions you have to answer in how many minutes? 180 minutes. Right. 180 minutes divided by 20. How many minutes you can get here? 9 minutes you can get for each question, average. But in 9 minutes, sometimes like a modern algebra, they will take less than 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Some answers of the modern algebra, nothing to think, nothing to calculate. answer of the modern algebra, answer of the linear algebra, answer of any pure mathematics, no calculations with them. Answer of the applied mathematics, lot of calculations, like LPP, linear programming. You don't know how many, you understand everything. I can bet with a lot of students, if you don't have any practice, it's very obvious that you will definitely do somewhere mistake. It's a truth. So to not to do that mistake, that mistake, practice is only the word solution. If you can now, ask any, I asked many, successful candidates. In a very beginning time, his name is Himanshu, I think his rank is 7th rank, something like that. I asked, how you remembered the contents, right? How you practice? Sir, मैं ऐसा करता हूँ, मेरे को आने के बाद भी मैं उठ के मैं लिखता रहता हूँ. उसको आने के बाद भी उठ के क्या करते हैं? लिखते रहते, पेन चलाते हैं. Will I not ask you one question? That when I was coming to this class, I didn't remember anything. But from the long time onwards, I am teaching the same content. When I start talking, when I start writing, I am able to recollect my things. What people say that, sir, I am not, आपका numerical तो खत्म तो हो गया, it is done with you, but I am not able to recollect when I go to the next chapter. But you are with the next chapter, you are not with the previous chapter. But you read only one time, you can't guarantee you can recollect. You can't guarantee you can recollect. अरे किसी को माइक दो एक बार. You can't guarantee you can recollect. But when you can keep on practice, when you can दीजिए ना. अरे नहीं अपना दुनिया में. चलो बात करो. So what do you like? In which way of reading is you're going to like? Louder reading you like or silent reading you like? Louderly reading you like or silently silent reading you like?
Silent reading.
You like silent reading every time. अरे बोलो ना क्या दिक्कत है आपका जो भी. So my experience is, which reading is efficient reading? Silent reading or louder reading?
Sir,
कोई बात नहीं आपने
I have to experience in library तो
लाइब्रेरी में मत जाओ ना.
जाता था
अब मत जाओ.
अब नहीं जा रहा सर.
आप कमरे जो लाइब्रेरी में इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं पैसे, वो पैसे अपना कमरे के ऊपर जहाँ पे रेंट पे ले रहे हैं वहाँ पे इन्वेस्टमेंट करो.
यस सर, वही कर रखा है.
अच्छा, रूम में आप अकेला है फ्रेंड्स के साथ है?
अकेला ही हूँ सर.
अकेला ही रहो, ये वाला पॉइंट तो ठीक है. बट नाउ आई विल बी कमिंग बैक टू द क्वेश्चन. Louder reading is going to be help you lot or silent reading is going to be help you lot? कोई बात नहीं, बोलो ना अपना मन की बात. क्यों मेरा बात बोलना चाहते हैं आप? अपनी बात बोलो.
मैं मेरी ही बोल रहा हूँ सर.
आपने क्या बोला? साइलेंट यू लाइक. अच्छा, साइलेंट रीडिंग विथ लाउडर रीडिंग. साइलेंट रीडिंग विथ लाउडर. अच्छा ऐसा होता है ना. हाँ इनका सही है. साइलेंट में लाउडर भी होता है. हाँ वो भी होते हैं, लिप मूवमेंट्स होते हैं, ये होते हैं वो होते हैं. अच्छा मैं अपने एक्सपीरियंस में शेयर करना चाह रहा हूँ. व्हेन यू रीड साइलेंटली, just you are reading silently, I'm just sharing my experience. I'm not denying if anyone is studying silently, right? Newton-Raphson method. Newton-Raphson क्या कहता है? लाउडरली से वो कहते हैं क्या? या इट्स ओके. नहीं उसको मत दीजिए, आपके पास रखो. When somebody is reading louderly,
yes,
my feeling to say that, silent के भी बताऊंगा. You read loudly, you feel that I am not receiving anything to my mind. But none of the disturbances of outside, none of the voices, unnecessary voices of outside will come to your mind when you read loudly. When you read loudly, it is you to bound to read the sentence. When you are bound to read the sentence, you never miss the word, any content between the lines. मैंने एक चीज़ बोला, art of reading between the lines is finding word, interpolation. Right. दूसरा एक बात है, after reading loudly, आप 1 para, 2 para, 1 page, whatever, you can keep a side of the book and start recollect. I can bet with you, you are able to recollect a lot of words, what I read. But when you're reading, you feel that I'm not receiving anything. आज ही एक्सपेरिमेंट करो, कोशिश करो, देखिए. बट वेन यू रीड साइलेंटली, आप देखते रहते, एक पेरा भी आगे नहीं बढ़ता है. वही देखता है, बट एक पेरा भी आगे नहीं बढ़ता है. थोड़ा ऐसे देखते हैं, ऐसे क्या हो गया, ऐसे से क्या हो गया. अरे आज देख के आप करके देखो ना आज. राइट, इसलिए कोचिंग तो आना पड़ेगा. राइट, ऑनलाइन बच्चे आ रहे जा रहे ऐसे. ओके, या बिकॉज लाउडली रीडिंग stuck. No, it's okay. It's got time. Yeah. So louder silent reading never gives you ahead. मतलब कंटेंट को आगे बढ़ाना इतना जल्दी नहीं देते हैं. आप यही देखते रहते हैं. साइलेंट रीडिंग में आप बाहर घूमते रहते हैं. आप अपना घर पे घूमते हैं, अपना बाइक के साथ घूमते हैं, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ भी घूमते हैं. अगर गलती से आप दिल्ली में आ गए बैठ गया, सो लाल किला में क्या घूम के आए, क्या देख के आए, वो भी दिमाग में चलता रहता है. कब? जब साइलेंट रीडिंग करता है तो. बट यहीं बैठते हैं आप, यहीं देखते हैं आप, बट यहाँ रहते ही नहीं, आप बाहर घूमते हैं. दिस इज द नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट ऑफ द वर्ड साइलेंट रीडिंग. बट सी ब्रह्म मुहूर्त है ना. अगर लोग उठ के अगर ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में पढ़ना चालू करते हैं, सो मॉर्निंग माइंड कैन नॉट एक्सेप्ट टू रीड लाउडली. Morning mind, it's very pleasant. So more or less, most of the human sense, accept the word silent reading. Yeah, it's correct. But a lot of people, रात भर वो जगता है, दिन भर सोते रहते हैं. जब जनता घूमते हैं तब ये सोता है. Right? मैं बोल रहा हूँ, I am saying that, go for 10 o'clock for sleeping. Or 9:30, 10:30, not more than that. Then wake up in the morning in the, मैंने बोला ना, क्या बोला, ब्रह्म मुहूर्त बोला. 4 बजे उठो, 6 बजे तक पढ़ो, 7 बजे तक पढ़ो, इसके बाद आपका क्लास होता है. राइट, महीने में 6 घंटा तो सोना ही सोना. लोग बोलते हैं ना, इन साइलेंट रीडिंग मैन स्टेबल नहीं रहता. हाँ सही तो बोला. पूरा नुकसान है. सामने तो किताब रखते, दिन भर बैठे रहते हैं. उसका पापा मम्मी सोचते रहते, मेरे बेटा बेटी देखो इतना मेहनत कर रहे हैं इस किताब को सामने रख के. सो अल्टीमेटली वो बेटा कुछ पढ़ ही नहीं रहा, घूम रहा है इधर उधर. राइट, वो तो बाद में पता चलता है. चलो, इट्स ओके. या दिस हैपन्स विद एनी ह्यूमन. इट्स नॉट विथ यू और विथ मी. इट्स गोइंग टू हैपन विद एनी ह्यूमन. सो व्हाट इज एफिशिएंट रीडिंग? दैट्स व्हाट यू हैव टू लुक एट. राइट, एंड दैट्स ओके. वेल, बट इन द केस ऑफ द मैथ्स यू कांट रीड लाउडली और एनीथिंग. आप चालू करते रहते हैं, बिकॉज आपका हाथ तो चल रहा है, आपका दिमाग चल रहा है, सब चल रहा है. वो तो मैथ्स का केस अलग है. एक बात बताऊं आपको, व्हेन यू कैन कीप ऑन स्टडी रीड ऑफ द वर्ड जनरल स्टडीज. जनरल स्टडीज मोर और लेस इज ऑल अबाउट द फैक्ट्स. कोई कंसेप्ट तो नहीं है. महात्मा गांधी, पिछले वाला क्लास में भी बताया, महात्मा गांधी वॉज ट्रैवलिंग कहाँ पे, साउथ अफ्रीका, इन दी वर्ड 3rd क्लास कंपार्टमेंट. उसको कोई धक्का दे दिया, ऐसा करके बोलते हैं. इसका ये कॉन्सेप्ट थोड़ी है. कोई कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है इसका. राइट, देयर इज अ फैक्ट दैट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर. सो आदमी क्या करते हैं, इसमें सच कैनाल के बारे में पढ़ते हैं. सच कैनाल जानते हैं आजकल क्या हुआ है? जो ईरान का जो फाइट चल रहा है, कौन सा कैनाल है बताओ, जल्दी बोलो. जीएस का सवाल है. हाँ, उसको माइक दीजिए. पांडे जी आप माइक ले लो. अरे उसको बंद करके पूरा मतलब सप्लाई बंद किया ना. राइट, बोलो, लाउडली बोलो. कौन सा कैनाल है? नहीं सही बोल रहे हैं आप, अपने से स्पेल करो.
स्टेट ऑफ हार्मोन्स.
अरे लाउड माइक तो ऑन करो ना.
से स्टेट ऑफ हार्मोन्स.
स्टेट ऑफ
हार्मोन्स.
हार्मोन्स.
और जो पोर्ट है वो बल अवैध करके.
अरे माइक ठीक से चला. हाँ चल रहे. आप इधर उधर घुमा मत. हाँ बोलो, सही बोल रहे हैं. हाँ ठीक है. या यू मस्ट नो these things as in a form of the facts, you to remember. but आदमी पढ़ते पढ़ते क्या होता है, मोनोटोनस होता है. दिमाग मोनोटोनस होता है, पढ़ने के लिए मन नहीं रहता है, बिकॉज वो फैक्ट्स है। देन आओ मैथ्स को खोलो, मैथ्स को चालू करते रहो, गाना चलाओ बगल में, फिर भी कोई दिक्कत नहीं। गलत बोल रहे हैं क्या? नहीं नहीं, सॉल्व करते रहो। कहाँ पे दिक्कत हो रहा है, कैसे हो रहा है? राइट, Lagrange interpolation. Okay. Yeah, after solving the question, we can read maths, answer also now only. No, I am not commenting anything louder reading on the maths. You can do maths in any manner. Right. Donald Trump learn silently. Whereas, अच्छा ऐसा भी है क्या? सुधीर बोल रहे हैं. चलो, great. We'll come back to the content. Yeah, I'll be talking about. Yeah, please. More practice give us what? To finish the answers in average time of what? 9 minutes. I just told that somewhere. LPP takes a lot of time sometimes. More than doesn't take even 5 minutes time or 2 minutes time sometimes in some of the answers. So that's where you have to maintain average. So, the way, I'm trying to spell out, the way you are trying to listen, the way you are trying to receive the content from me, हर दिन ऐसा आपका इंटरेस्ट भी होना चाहिए. आपका इंटरेस्ट एक दिन मूड ऑफ, एक दिन मूड अप, ऐसा नहीं होना, ऐसा ना? यस, ठीक है. या आई विल बी कमिंग ECP, elementary computer programming. Okay, it's not a computer science, it's not a computer programming, it's elementary mathematics. Will I ask you one question? किसके पास है माइक? ऑनलाइन में आप लोग भी बता सकते हैं, यूट्यूब में तो सुन तो रहे अब. यू कैन से आंसर्स वेल, यू कैन स्पेल, बार बार आने जाने से कुछ नहीं होता है. अब खड़े रहो क्लास में. अच्छा, किसके पास है माइक? जाके दो तो दीजिए ना माइक. पंडित जी आपके पास है माइक? आप माइक पकड़ो. आप तो सही लड़के एकदम. राइट. इनको सवाल पूछने से मेरे को परेशान नहीं लगता है, बिकॉज कुछ बच्चे क्या होते हैं, सवाल पूछने से परेशान हो जाते हैं, अगेंस्ट भी हो सकते हैं कभी कभी. सो इनको पूछने से कोई दिक्कत नहीं. और जवाब नहीं दे रहे तो भी साइलेंट है, जवाब दे रहे तो भी साइलेंट है. राइट. अच्छा, एक बात है, दिस एलिमेंट्री नंबर सिस्टम, क्या नाम बोला? एलिमेंट्री नंबर सिस्टम. और नंबर्स, in numbers you can see about the word face value, place value, this that's okay, that's the second thing. The how many types of the or how many forms of the forms, I can't say, how many types of numbers, that's the right word for me at this moment. What are the types of the numbers? नहीं, माइक चलाओ ठीक से, कोई बात नहीं, गलती भी बताओ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. ऑनलाइन बच्चे कुछ तो बोलो, आप भी जवाब तो दो, अपनी बेसिक्स तो टेस्ट तो करो.
So many type of numbers.
I don't want to say many types. I don't want to say natural numbers, rational numbers. I don't want to say like this. There are only two forms or two types.
Real number, imaginary.
No, not real or imaginary. There's a Hindu Arabic numbers and a Roman numbers.
Yes.
Have I said wrong? No. We are studying the Hindu Arabic numbers. They start from the 0 to 9. They start from the 0 to 9. There are two types. Oh my God, great. Susmita. Right. Not to say natural numbers or whole numbers. I'm saying there are two types or two forms of the numbers. Indo-Arabic and this, I would say, Roman numbers. Indo-Arabic I am spelling out 0 to 9. There are 10 digits. Mike mat rakhna. Answer batao. Then what are my Roman numbers? How many are there in the case of the Roman numbers? Hindu-Arabic numbers are 10. 0 to 9.
Yes, sir.
Alright? Roman numbers are from, how many are from where to where? Jaldi bol. Have you remembered? किसी को दो ना माइक. हाँ बोलो. नहीं माइक इधर तो मत दीजिए, बोल दीजिए आंसर. ऑनलाइन बच्चे कुछ तो जवाब दीजिए. स्क्रीन क्या हो गया? अच्छा ठीक. Simpson's rule. I remembered with some reference that IVX LCDM. Is it not? There are how many Roman numbers here? 7. अरे count तो करो. 7. Okay. I hope you all understand here. I can bet with all of you, one of the day, these Roman numbers will come, right? In what? 𝒕𝒤𝒃 exam. Right. Yeah. What is I stands here? 1. What is the V stands? 5. What is this? 10. What is this? Huh? 50. What is this C?
100.
100. What is this D?
1000.
Huh? अरे क्या बात है? 500. What is this? This M 1000. Is it not? Huh? So please, you all have to remember. Really, you know, sometimes one day or other day you will see this kind of question in a CSAT. Serious concern. Okay. Yeah. Initially, you talk about in this numbers. Numbers. Number systems. Okay. In number system, you talk about the what? Binary numbers. Binary numbers. What are the binary digits here? 0 and 1. Base would be what? 2. And binary numbers, octal numbers, decimal numbers, hexadecimal numbers. Secondly, binary to the decimal, decimal to the binary, decimal to the octal, decimal to the what? Hexadecimals. You can have a conversions also. Is it not? You can have the conversion. We can express the binary numbers in a fraction forms also. And without fraction forms also. With integer structures also we can express. Okay. Like this way, maybe there is a question from the number systems. We are not going to study here these Roman numbers. We are going to study only what? These Hindu Arabic numbers. What are those numbers? 0 to 9. That's it. 0 to 9. 0 invented by whom? Better not to say Arya, better say Indians. What is the 0 is here? Nothing is nothing but 0. Is it right? Is it not? Nothing is nothing but 0. Where there is a nothing there, you can try to put the 0. Right. It's okay. Well. And I would say, after the number systems and all, in the number systems you can also see addition, subtraction and multiplication also in all these. What are the number systems have been mentioned here? We are going to study about binary, decimal, octal, hexadecimal and their conversion from one to another. And their addition also, their subtraction also there, multiplication also there, division also we can look at. Their division also we can look at. Right. Along with this, after the number systems, right, we'll go for the word, you know, the contents related to the word, algorithms and flow charts. But these algorithms and flow charts, on any method you can apply. But algorithms and flow chart, you write an algorithm, आप हिंदी में क्या हो गया? करो हिंदी मीडियम. डोंट वरी मैन, ये अंग्रेजी थोड़ी अंग्रेजी है, ये तो ऐसे अंग्रेजी मैथ्स का अंग्रेजी है, जानते आपको? नेवर वरी. ओके. मैथ्स का अंग्रेजी आसान है, टफ है? Hardly which kind of English you can use in the mathematics. We have consider, to get, to find, right, the required solution. What is a, you know, ring and a group and calculus, differentiation and integration. What do you say regarding differentiation here? अवकलज। इंटीग्रेशन को क्या बोलते हैं? समाकलन। गलत बोल रहा है क्या? रिंग को क्या कहते हैं बताओ? वलय। ग्रुप को क्या बोलते हैं बताओ? समूह। समूह है क्या? सही तो बोल रहा हूँ। आप हिंदी मीडियम से होकर मतलब हिंदी नहीं बोल पा रहे, राइट? गलत बोल रहा हूँ क्या? नहीं। समाकलन किसको बोलते हैं? इंटीग्रेशन को बोलते हैं ना। हाँ सही बोला मैंने शायद। पांडे जी मेरा गलती है क्या हिंदी? नहीं। अशोक कुमार, ऐसे हिंदी नहीं बोला जाता है, राइट? ठीक है, आप थोड़ा एक दिन एडजस्ट करो, दूसरे दिन तीसरे दिन बहुत खुश हो जाएंगे आप, ठीक है? ठीक है, वेल ओके, अशोक आपके लिए तो जवाब दिया मैंने, राइट? Yeah, you can write about word, algorithms and flow charts of regarding word, the methods which were in a numerical method, what have been spelled out, all these methods. You can write an algorithm on bisection method, you can write an flow chart or algorithm under Newton-Raphson method or regular falsy method, and all these methods. Once you can write and put with you in your copy or in your own copy, then definitely one of the question will come from where? Algorithms and flow charts. So that's the case. You remember these words. And along with this, although Hindi medium students, they also exam in English video. हाँ पता है, you are right. अच्छा, हिंदी मीडियम के लिए भी इंग्लिश में, अच्छा नहीं, मतलब अशोक इतना मत सोचो, इतना सोच के मतलब अपना अपना को ख़त्म मत करो, समझ रहे ना? थोड़ा बहुत इतना तो एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा आपको, राइट? वेल, आई लर्न दिस हिंदी इन दिल्ली ओनली, यू नो दैट, राइट? सीरियसली. Yeah, it's okay. And after this, मैं क्या बोलने वाला है? There is a content name called, you might be heard of the Boolean algebra. Yes, George Boole is a mathematician. Boolean algebra, BA. BA मतलब BA नहीं है. Boolean algebra. In this Boolean algebra, you try and learn something about what? Boolean operations. AND operation, OR operation, is it not? Okay. And this AND operation, OR operation, we can apply between word, this binary numbers also. We can go for the word truth tables, right? Truth tables and all. And after having a knowledge of the Boolean, expressions, right? Or Boolean operations, we can go for the word logic gates. Logical gate, OR gate, AND gate, NOR gate, NAND gate. So that means that whatever the Boolean expressions you may have, those you can write into what? These logical gates. Those you can write into what? Logical gates. But you might be heard about, अच्छा अशोक क्या कह रहे हैं सर? मैं अभी अच्छा RAS का मतलब क्या? Selection. अच्छा RAS का selection है. That's great, man. Congratulations. Nice. And or in physics, it's in physics also. Right. Sushmita, you're right. And OR gate, NAND gate, NOT gate, they're all in physics also. हम लोग जानते हैं क्या? एक बात मैं ऐसा पूछना चाह रहा हूँ. What is that? There is a automata theory. The people who might be studied computer science, they may know. क्या नाम बोला? Automata theory. And puzzle theory, puzzle sets. Cryptography, cryptology. सुना है क्या? Boolean algebra. That's what I wrote here. Right? Corn of K-maps also will come from the Boolean algebra, right? Yeah, all these are basically a parts of modern algebra. All these small contents came from the modern algebra only. Modern algebra सबका बाप है, वहीं से निकल गया है सारे. These maths contents are known as what? Applicable. क्या नाम बताया? Applicable contents, right? This modern algebra is known as a pure maths, right? अशोक ने क्या बताया? मैं यूपीएससी का देना था. हाँ, इट्स नाइस. एक एग्ज़ाम तो क्लियर किया ना. अब एटलीस्ट नाउ यू हैव अ कॉन्फिडेंस, यू आर एबल टू क्रैक. नो वरीज. कभी मतलब देखो, आप आरएएस ने क्लियर किया, कभी दिल्ली आके एक बार मिल के जाओ. पूरा ऑनलाइन से पूरी नहीं होता है बट कभी कभी टीचर को भी आके मिल के जाने में व्हाट्स रॉन्ग. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. ओके, या वेल, yeah, see, like, you know, these are the contents which we need to cover up from the, you know, elementary computer programming. The lot of, you know, sub-contents, sub-headings I may write, but it's not required, it's okay. So please, in overall, this numerical analysis is one of the easiest content. It's a game of only calculator. And if somebody have a good knowledge in the calculator, good practice in the calculator, there is nothing to understand the, you know, about the methods. But here you have to challenge by yourself. Here you have to challenge by yourself how faster you are able to answer your given question. How faster you are able to type your calculator is also matter. If you are every day with a calculator, you are able to type very fast. Okay, I know calculator, I studied, I know calculator. I know calculator doesn't help you anymore. It's a fact. दिल्ली में जाओ. अच्छा, नीट बिस्किट लड़का है, हम इसको गाइड करें, दिल्ली जाओ. Okay, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, this is the case, what I'm trying to say. So please be careful. Come with efforts or come with the word, having a weapon of the calculator also every day in the class. In tomorrow's class, you must be with word calculator. I'll explain in very beginning of word this bisection method, regular falsy method, Newton-Raphson method. In one go also I can explain, but ultimately initially I'll be a bit slow, I can bet. Later on I can speed also, I can go with the speed way also, right? Sir, आप हिंदी में करो सर याद. अच्छा, डोंट वरी. अरे यार, समझ में आता है अशोक, सीरियसली आई एम सेइंग, इट्स माय प्रॉमिस, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड एवरीथिंग. 2-3 दिन के बाद आपको दिमाग पूरा सेट हो जाएगा. बट इतना पेशेंस, आपने एग्ज़ाम भी क्रैक किया, थोड़ा बहुत पेशेंस रखो. पक्का नहीं हो रहा तो मेरे से पूछो, राइट? 3 दिन के बाद मेरे से पूछो, सब समय में आता है. अचानक से एक नया टीचर का क्लास सुन रहे ना, तो थोड़ा बहुत पालना तो पड़ता है आपको, तभी तो आसान हो जाएगा, राइट? अदरवाइज दिक्कत हो जाता है. ठीक है, या सो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग फाइनली, these contents we can do rapidly also, and in average mode also, in slow mode also we can do. It depends, but my humble request and suggestion to anyone, come with the calculators, whatever the calculator you may have, old calculator, but don't come with the mobile calculator. मोबाइल नुकसान हो जाता है अगर आपका फ़ोन अच्छा वाला फ़ोन है तो ऐसे दबाना पड़ता है, राइट? So come with the, you know, proper hardcore calculator, whatever the calculator you have earlier. Otherwise you can purchase also. 991 ES plus. ES plus है, ES है. अच्छा, वो कौन सा है? अच्छा, बहुत एडवांस है क्या? मेरा नहीं. अच्छा, okay. So come with the, you know, calculator things and whatever, it's okay, and it's well. But in exam, calculator will be allowed, not the programmable calculator, but they say technically non-programmable calculator. But otherwise, go with what 2 calculators. And in exam, don't show you have a calculators. Don't put your calculators on the table. Put your calculator beside you, where you sit, right? वो छुपा के रखो, अच्छा है. अदरवाइज आपका बगल में जो बैठ जाते बच्चे, ऐसा हुआ, एक एक्सपीरियंस हुआ मैं एक स्टूडेंट के साथ. अरे सर वो कॉपी कर रहे हैं, ऐसे वो स्टूडेंट कैलकुलेटर खोल के ऐसा करके कंप्लेंट दिया. वहाँ पे जो भी एग्जामिनर है, चीफ एग्जामिनर है, वॉट एवर द एग्जामिनर, राइट, वो आके आधा घंटा टाइम खा लिया, उसका नुकसान तो हो गया, अननेसेसरी टेंशन है, सो बेटर जितना छुपा के रखते कैलकुलेटर उतना अच्छे है, राइट. सो अदरवाइज go with one normal calculator, go with it. Better you can go with a non-program. There are many calculators which are very good also. They'll do, you have to practice. इंटरफेस कैसे बनाना वो सीखो अच्छे से, बहुत आसान होता है, बहुत कम टाइम में आप आंसर कर सकते हैं. Just you have to enough to write only formalities of the answer. Given that we have, that's it. इसके बाद आंसर लिखते रहो लिखते रहो लिखते रहो. Then you will get the word, shape of the answer, and that looks well also. कुछ लोग क्या करते हैं, anyway कैलकुलेटर तो है, ऐसा सोच के क्या करते हैं, आंसर ही डाल देते हैं. आंसर डाले तो क्या, उसका बॉडी तो नहीं है, ऐसा स्केलेटन डालने से क्या होता है, कुछ नहीं होता है. समटाइम्स मैट्रिक्स इनवर्स आल्सो यू कैन फाइंड इजीली डायरेक्टली, बट एटलीस्ट मैट्रिक्स इनवर्स आप लिखने में निकालने में एडजॉइंट ए बाई dt है और समथिंग एल्स, वो रो ऑपरेशन कॉलम ऑपरेशन करने में बहुत देर लग रहा है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एटलीस्ट कुछ फॉर्मेलिटीज लिखो, गिवन दैट वी हैव, एक दो रो ऑपरेशन करो, इसका बाद सीधा क्या करो, आंसर डालो. मतलब कुछ ना लिख के वो सीधा आंसर डालो तो कैसे होता है, व्हेन यू डोंट हैव द टाइम. इतना सिचुएशन तो होता नहीं है, राइट. सुधीर क्या कहते हैं, F991 CW एडवांस है क्या, FX 991 CW, मे बी इट्स एडवांस, आई डोंट नो एग्जैक्टली, राइट. यू डोंट वरी, यू कैन ट्राई, बट यस यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस आउट वेरी वेल. ओके, या आई हैव सीन समबडी आर न्यू हियर, राइट. इनको माइक दीजिए, माइक आपका चल रहा है, नहीं बैटरी नहीं है माइक में, बैटरी डालो ना, बगल में तो है. Yeah, see, I'm just telling over here, be careful. Now you all have a good opportunity to crack the exam. Lot of people are preparing, lot of people are having a lot of materials easily with them, but they are not doing hard work what exactly needed more, right, what exactly needed for the exam. So but if you're coming to the offline, हो गया ठीक हो दीजिए. I'm very happy to see the students in offline. Earlier I used to see a lot of people offline. Now आजकल क्या हो गया मैं बताऊँ, एक इतनी मतलब डिससेटिस्फैक्शन चीज़ है. बच्चे क्या करते हैं, दे वांटेड, बाद में आवाज़ करो जब सवाल पूछते बताओ. जनरली स्टूडेंट डिजायर टू जॉइन ऑफलाइन, दे विल कम सम डेज, दे विल फील दैट अरे क्लासरूम क्या जाना है, क्या आना है, आना जाना कम्यूटिंग टाइम लग रहा है, उसको लगता है हर चीज़ टाइम वेस्ट लगता है, राइट. ठीक है, आजकल तो जंजी बच्चे, क्या करें, हम भी क्या करें. फिर यहाँ पे आने के बाद टीचर तो नहीं आ रहा है, इंतज़ार कर रहा है, क्या हो गया क्या हो गया, उसको ऐसा परेशानी लगता है. अरे सच तो बोल रहे हैं ना, नहीं बोलना है क्या, बोलना है नहीं बोलना है, बोलना है, राइट. मैं एक काम करता हूँ, अपना टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करना चाहता, ऑनलाइन करता हूँ सोचता है, राइट. स्क्रीन खुल के बैठेगा ऑनलाइन में, राइट. एंड इससे नुकसान भी बताता हूँ, फ़ायदे भी बताऊँगा. फ़ायदे कम है, नुकसान ज़्यादा है, राइट. स्क्रीन खुल के बैठेगा, देन स्क्रीन खुल के बैठते बैठते स्क्रीन देखते देखते उसको नींद भी आता है, वो अलग बात है. स्क्रीन देखते देखते नींद आती नहीं आता है, अरे आता है, सच बात है, राइट. फिर वहाँ पे भी बहुत इम्पेशेंट होते हैं. वहाँ पे क्या होता है, कोई सवाल प्रैक्टिस नहीं करता, जब थियरी चलते हैं जब टीचर बोलते हैं सुनते, बाकी टाइम बंद करके रखते या उसको सिस्टम को छोड़ के चले जाते हैं. फिर एक दिन सोचता है यार क्या बैठने हैं आप लाइव क्लास में, रिकॉर्डेड मिल रहा है, रिकॉर्डेड देखेंगे. सब पहले कहाँ से चालू गया, ऑफलाइन, देन लाइव, देन रिकॉर्डेड. रिकॉर्डेड एक दिन देखते एक दिन नहीं देखते. सो आखिर में एक दिन ऐसा दिन होता है उसका रिकॉर्डेड मतलब उसके अंदर चूना ही बंद कर देगा. दिस इज द मेंटालिटी द ह्यूमन. अल्टीमेटली I am saying that you can do in a hybrid model. That's the right way. हाइब्रिड मतलब कभी ऑफलाइन में आओ, कभी ऑनलाइन में जाओ, राइट. कभी अपने गलती से बुखार आया, राइट, या जो कुछ हुआ, मिसहैपनिंग जो भी कुछ हुआ, कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट हुआ, उस दिन ऑनलाइन रिकॉर्डेड से चलाओ काम. दैट वे इज़ गुड. अदरवाइज लिविंग कम्प्लीटली ऑनलाइन, लिविंग कम्प्लीटली ऑफलाइन इज़ नॉट सो गुड, राइट. और अल्टीमेटली आफ्टर सम टाइम लिविंग कम्प्लीटली ऑनलाइन इज़ ऑल्सो नॉट गुड, बिकॉज वो ऐसे फीलिंग तो देगा नहीं आपको. एटलीस्ट लाइव में आने से क्या होता है, टीचर कुछ बोल रहे हैं, कुछ सवाल पूछने के लिए मौका मिलता है, आप कुछ लिखने के लिए मौका मिलता है. बट एक नुकसान है, मैं बता रहा हूँ, ऑनलाइन में आदमी यहीं या लैपटॉप लगाते हैं, मोबाइल लगाते हैं, वही गा रहे हैं, वही पढ़ रहे हैं, वही पानी पी रहे हैं, वहीं बैठ जा रहे हैं. सो व्हेन द पर्सन डज नॉट हैव बॉडी मूवमेंट्स, हार्मोन्स बैलेंस नहीं होते हैं, आदमी बैठे रहते, कुछ होता नहीं है उनसे. इसीलिए आपका बॉडी मूवमेंट कम से कम होना है. अब क्लास है, ऑफलाइन क्लास है, ऐसा करे तो क्या आदमी मतलब 1 घंटे पहले से मतलब तैयार होता है, बॉडी इतना एक्सरसाइजबुल होता है, अब इतना कंफर्ट देते हैं आपको. यहाँ पे आने के फ्रेश मोमेंट से एक फ्रेंड भी मिलता है, हाय हेलो बोलते हैं आप फ्रेंड को, या टीचर को गुड मॉर्निंग गुड आफ्टरनून बोलते कम से कम. या टीचर आके सवाल पूछने लग जाते हैं, क्या किया आपने, दिखाओ देखो, ऐसे बोलेगा टीचर. आपको घर बैठ के कौन देखेगा, आपको घर बैठ के कौन पूछेगा आपसे, राइट. हम भी ऐसे पर ऑनलाइन ले रहे, रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं लेते. अच्छा ओके. And fine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's my genuine, thoughts. If you really, suits to you, you can follow. Otherwise, no, it's okay. Right. So my suggestion is that just, follow according to you, follow according to your comfort, but don't go for the word any losses. Loss ideas पे मत जाओ, एक middle path में जाओ. You are now having a lot of opportunities, lot of ways to, prepare. So which way is good for you at this moment? In the next moment, maybe, the process may be changed. In the next moment, again the preparation process may be changed. You change according to the situation. तब जाके आपका तैयारी बैलेंस हो सकता है, अदरवाइज बैलेंस नहीं हो सकता है. देन स्टार्ट टेकिंग द क्लास वाइल रेस्टिंग ऑन बेड. अच्छा, वाइल रेस्टिंग ऑन बेड. अब कुछ लोग क्या कहते हैं, खाते ही देखते हैं, देखो देखो टीचर ने क्या क्या बोला, वो सुनेंगे नहीं. अरे खाते ही देखे तो या पीते ही देखे तो क्या होता है, आदमी सवाल सब चालू करेगा. सवाल तो करना है, पेन पेपर तो पकड़ के मतलब सिट राइट बैठो ना कुर्सी पे, तभी तो आप कुछ कर सकते हैं, राइट. सो दीज आर ऑल, आपको एक बात जानते क्या, ह्यूमन सेंस में एक होता है, ऐसा लगता है सामने से जरा से इतना भी जाना नहीं देते, पीछे से एलिफेंट साइज का नुकसान भी होता है, उसको दिखता भी नहीं है. 2 साल निकलेंगे, 3 साल निकलेंगे, अरे यार मैं 3 अटेम्प्ट वेस्ट हो गया, उस समय रो के फायदा क्या, राइट. डोंट डू सच मिस्टेक्स, सच प्रैक्टिकल मिस्टेक्स. सो इट्स माई हम्बल सजेशन टू ऑल ऑफ यू. ओके, आई एम सेइंग वेरी bluntly and very openly. It definitely, some of the words definitely will help you, right. Chalo, thank you so much to all, right. We'll see tomorrow of the same session of the class, same continuation of the class. Okay, never worry. And I'll be definitely take 2 hours class. I'll be here at least be 6 o'clock, right. Pakka, no worry, never worry. Chalo, thank you. We'll see.